talking correlation in today's Talking Numbers today. Correlation is defined as a statistical measure of how two securities move in relation to each other. And that's what we want to look at today in Talking Numbers. If two stocks trade in tandem, we say they have a high correlation. However, if the performance of one stock does not seem to have an impact on the other, we say the correlation between those two correlations is low. So let's talk more about that. My next guest says we've entered into a period of low correlation for the market, for the components of the S&P 500, that we are in a sweet spot for stock pickers, and that's where we want to be right now. Pankaj Patel is joining us, Managing Director of Quantitative Easing over at Credit Suisse. Pankaj, nice to have you on the program.
Thank you, Maria.
So talk about that. Why do you say we've entered the sweet spot for stock pickers?
As you mentioned, the correlation is between the two stocks is low if they are moving independently. Right now, we are seeing that within S&P 500, 6-month inter-portfolio correlation within S&P 500 stock is trending down since last December. And that is good for stock pickers because each stock behaves quite differently than the other stock.
So what should investors be looking at when they're looking at each of these stocks, when picking stocks in that kind of an environment?
What investors should be looking for, and we actually looked at going back in 1997 and in 2002 period, when the similar kind of thing happened when the correlation was low. When the correlation is low, investors should be looking for stock with high accelerating sales, high profit trends, and high historical growth.
What's the bottom line here, Pankaj?
The bottom line is that we expect, as I mentioned before, the environment similar to we experienced in 1997 and in 2002, that the intra-portfolio correlation is low. So for 2011, look for stock with increase in top-line growth, increase in profit trends, and overall increase in profitability. And when we look at that, three sectors get to those kind of stocks more, which are technology, energy, and material sector.
Great insights. Pankaj, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.